There's a lot of great young and up-and-coming MLB players like Bkelly Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., just to name a few. But the one that I think is going to be the best player in the future, and I think that's currently one of the best players in all of MLB right now, is Fernando Tatis Jr. What do YouTube? Bkelly back again with another banger. Today's video, y'all, I'm going to be talking about the Fernando Tatis Jr. story. Fernando Tatis Jr. to me is one of the most electrifying and one of the best players in all the MLB right now. And in my opinion, he's easily one of the most fun players to watch day in and day out. Fernando Tatis Jr. was born on January 2nd, 1999 in the Dominican Republic and is the son of former MLB player Fernando Tatis Sr. Now, I want y'all to think about this. Most 16-year-olds in the United States are getting their driver's license and maybe even a car, or even have a job, most likely in high school doing schoolwork on the daily, or playing some kind of sport. Fernando Tatis Jr. at age 16 signed to the Chicago White Sox. But the thing is, Tatis Jr. was not with the Chicago White Sox organization for very long, as on June 4th, 2016, he was traded with Eric Johnson to the Padres for James Shields. Only at the age of 17, Fernando Tatis was already playing professional baseball in America. In 2016, he played for the Padres' rookie ball team, which he played in 43 games and had 4 home runs and 20 RBIs with 14 stolen bases while batting an impressive .273 batting average with an on-base percentage of .312. Also in 2016, he played in the Northwest League, which is a short A league in the minor league system, and he appeared in 12 games, having 0 home runs, 5 RBIs, 1 stolen base, batting a .273, while having an on-base percentage of .306. In 2017, Fernando Tatis Jr. mainly played in single-A ball with the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, where he put up some very impressive numbers. He played in 117 games with 21 home runs and 69 RBIs. Not to mention, he had 29 stolen bases, batting a very impressive .281 batting average with an on-base percentage of .390. But the thing with Tatis Jr. is that he was truly ahead of the game, and he was moving up so fast that in that same season, just as an 18-year-old, he got called up to AA to play for the San Antonio Missions. With the Missions in 2017, he showed up near the end of the season and only appeared in 14 games, but he did have 1 home run with 6 RBIs and 3 stolen bases while batting a .255 with an on-base percentage of .281. Now at the age of 19 in the 2018 minor league season for the San Antonio Missions, that is where he would be at the full season, where he appeared in 88 games, having 16 home runs and 43 RBIs, along with 16 stolen bases, batting a .286 with an impressive on-base percentage of .355. The guy was just beasting in AA. At this point of Tatis's career, at the age of 19 years old, he was seen as one of the top prospects in all of baseball and was seen as a hot commodity that could possibly play in the MLB in the next season. To start off the 2019 season, Tatis Jr. would actually start off in AA for the Amarillo Sod Poodles, but he would only appear in 2 games and was not in Amarillo for very long. But he did bat a .400 batting average with a on-base percentage of .625. And finally, now after a few impressive years in the minor league system for the San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. would be called to the show. Fernando Tatis Jr. definitely would not disappoint in his rookie season for the San Diego Padres in the 2019 MLB season, where he appeared in 84 games, had 22 home runs, 53 RBIs with 16 stolen bases, batting a .317 with an on-base percentage of .379 and a WAR of 4.2. And in the field, Fernando Tatis Jr. was very impressive as well, having a fielding percentage of 94%. Even though he did have 18 errors on the year, it was still promising with a lot of the big flashy plays he was making just as a 20-year-old rookie. Also, in this season, Tatis Jr. would finish in 3rd place for Rookie of the Year voting in the NL, behind such players as Pete Alonso and Mike Soroka. Although Fernando Tatis Jr. just as a rookie for the San Diego Padres looked amazing, the team itself was not very good. The San Diego Padres in the 2019 MLB season went 70-92 and finished 5th in the NL West. And so far in the 2020 MLB season, Fernando Tatis Jr. has not missed a beat. And as of the recording of this video, he has played 51 games, has had 15 home runs, 40 RBIs, with 9 stolen bases, batting a .281 with an on-base percentage of .369 with a WAR of 2.3. And although some of his batting statistics are down right now, if you look at the amount of games he played right now, 51, compared to the games he played last year in 84, you can tell he's doing way better at the plate. He has almost the same amount of walks this season as last season, and already right now, he has way less strikeouts than he did the season prior. Right now, he has 53 total strikeouts on the season, as last year in 84 games, he had 110. Also, not only that, Fernando Tatis Jr. has improved immensely from his rookie year to this year in the fielding aspect as well. This year, his fielding percentage is 98.8%, and he only has 2 errors on the season. Not only that, the San Diego Padres this season are on fire. Right now, they stand at 2nd place in the NL West with an impressive record of 32-19, and they are for sure going to the postseason this year. Also, Tatis Jr. is playing so well this season, he is even seen as a contender for the NL MVP. Although the San Diego Padres stand at 2nd place in the NL West, they still have the 2nd best record in all the NL, standing at 32-19, and the only team ahead of them is the Los Angeles Dodgers, who seem almost destined to make it to the World Series this year and even maybe win it, as they stand at 36-15. I also think the San Diego Padres have a real chance to win the World Series this year in the MLB as well. I mean, they are one of the best teams in the NL Central and have a young and talented roster full of star power that is just electric, and it's electric when they play, and they're one of the most fun teams to watch right now in all of the MLB. And the thing is, although the Padres are really good this year, they're going to be a real threat in the future because they have a talented young squad that is definitely going to do damage if they can keep that young squad together. And as of right now, it looks like Fernando Tatis Jr. is becoming one of the biggest faces of baseball just right now as a young player, and will definitely be one of the faces of baseball as the years come. If you guys liked the video, remember to smash that like button, turn on them post notifications, and subscribe for more videos. Bkelly out.